Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here, of course, for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Episode 22.
Yeah.
We are getting into the vampire horse-pulled chariot race
Thing.
Yeah.
So they're about to go full Ben-Hur.
Yep.
And, you know, duke this out chariot style.
That's
ancient
right.
Roman competition. Which
yeah.
is funny because weren't they going to meet at some kind of...
They were originally going to meet in the Coliseum.
Yeah, and now they're meeting at like a random stadium somewhere.
Yeah, some other
so it's basically
arena.
An alternative to the Coliseum
yeah.
is basically the exact same thing. And I kind of love it because, like,
Coliseum's too far away, but this will have to do.
Right, because Wham basically was the one that suggested both locations each time.
Right.
So it begs to show that he has some kind of a cultural
appreciation.
Yes.
Yeah. For the worms, you know, the pitiful humans, but they did do this really cool thing with this Colosseum.
Yes, this is quite an architectural feat.
Yes. Respecting the art of, you know, slaughter.
Exactly. So, Car's fighting Lisa. We've done our discussion on that, but that's basically the setup.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good for at least Lisa.
Right.
She
Sudden
just got the
character
backstory thing.
Yeah. Horrible tragic death.
We still need Joseph to clue in, though.
Yeah, that she's actually his mom.
He hasn't really been using his noggin on specific things, like unless it's involving a pillar man or something. So,
right.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully, he finds out before she dies. I mean, I don't want to say like, oh, it's the only female character. I mean, well, yeah, there was the other girl that was brought in, but she's the only female character so far, and she's dead. And she's so badass too. Hopefully she lives. Hopefully she lives. All right, guys, let's get into this episode and pray for Lisa's safety. Protect. All right, Lisa and Karz's duel delayed until this is over?
Oh, how fitting. But yeah, I think they're waiting to fight until after. In 1 minute. Oh. Okay.
This is legit.
Cool. So there's map mechanics to this chariot duel.
JoJo,
he's picking up some of the rocks.
Okay. Start! True warrior. You were so right. Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Whoa! That's 3D.
That is. And it's glorious.
Okay. Nice.
All right. Oh. Don't drop it.
Oh! Haha!
What luck.
Wow.
Is it because it'll like slow JoJo down? Because he won't be holding onto the reins as much?
It's possibly that it's just not an effective weapon compared to the other weapons that will be
sure, it could be that too.
thought of later. Move to the side. Jeez!
Wow.
Oh my god. He thinks bigger than I do.
And the vampire's still holding on to the other end.
Oh my god! Holy crap!
Wow, okay, so
90% chance. Oh.
But if he can...
The battle genius.
But what if he jumps?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh!
Nice!
Yep, and he's gonna use that to propel him forward, yep.
That shot.
Nice!
I believe I can fly. Yeah.
And he gone.
He's above you.
Oh,
what? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, ditch the shoe. Who needs that?
Oh, he could just pull him into it.
Oh!
Oh, wow. Oh.
Oh, that's a hit.
Oh, that is a... Oh, boy.
Again, very lucky. He landed on...
The chariot is still functional?
Right.
JoJo とアムーの戦いはまだ終わっていないわ。
I love how he has just a vampire serpent that's going around with a towel and a bottle of wine. With blood. Whoa. How did that happen? Well, okay, so his hammer was charged with Hamon when it hit his arms.
Right.
But... Whoa!
And the spin just tightened it.
Yep, uh-huh.
Oh, it's just his mental state.
And now he's just like, what is going on?
Right.
Yeah. Crossbows.
Ooh.
Okay.
Your next line will be...
Exactly.
Oh, I haven't heard about this.
Okay.
Oh, I want to talk about that in discussion because I think I've done something like that before. Oh!
Really? You've done something like that?
No, no. I'm talking more like a mental ritual, not a...
Okay. All right. There you go.
His drill will pierce the heavens.
He's taking them both. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want to go for.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god.
Okay.
Right.
Ah,
nice.
Okay.
Very clever.
I love it.
He's gonna reflect it off of
No.
his side.
What?
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my gosh. No way. Oh my gosh. Oh! Oh!
That. Wow. Okay. Oh, but he finally cocked it.
Yep. Oh, dang. Oh. Just the recoil of the shot? Oh, he's throwing rocks.
He's throwing rocks so that there's other projectiles in the air, so we won't see the crossbow bolt coming back.
Coming back?
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding me. Your next line will be.
Yep.
Oh!
Yep.
Oh my god!
Yep.
もう誰も声を上げなかった。うめき声すら上げなかった。
Look at that picture! Like, jack-o'-lantern sneering grin.
Oh my
微量ながら
god.
波紋を帯びていたのだ。
Yeah.
He's got his
They
legs.
didn't
still.
skip leg day.
Yep. Oh! Oh!
なんということだこのワムなんてざまだこのワム1万2000年を生きた肉体がこんなに
Wow,
無様
1,000
に
years.
Oh! Oh!
What? He brought his forearms into his body and then fires them out. He's gonna strangle JoJo. Is he like telepathically controlling his arms? Oh.
No way.
そして我が風のファイナルモードファイナルモード
Uh-oh.
やめろワム
Don't do that here.
What if Cars kills him here? Atmospheric rift? What? You can't leave it like that. What?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That-
Cliffhanger much.
Yeah. And, okay. Like, alright.
I think Cars did that. I was thinking that once
yeah,
Cars
I-
looked at him and said, "No, you can't do that
can't do
here,"
that.
and he went to do it anyway. I was like, "Oh, no one says no to the king."
Yeah,
and then
that
the
might have
explosion
been
of blood
Cars.
came from his back,
Uh-huh. Yep.
which
they didn't-
might have been what he intended to basically destroy his body and make an explosion of air, and maybe use his own body as a projectile type thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
He was-
atmospheric rift seems a little bit more devastating than that.
Yeah, I think what he was... It almost seems like what he was trying to do is create some kind of, like, vacuum explosion.
Right. Yes, he brings everything into the singularity within himself of air, and then he
Explodes it.
implodes and well, not implodes. He explodes. Yeah,
Right.
from that point. But I'm having the guess that Cars might have done him in
He might have.
as kind of a
Yeah.
dude. Don't disobey my orders.
But-
you already lost.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Cars didn't. Like,
Okay,
um...
that would be a disrespect to Wham.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But that fight, that is that
was
is how
proper
you do,
JoJo's.
That is how you do a fight with style and
Well,
flair.
It was
like,
ridiculous.
that was absolutely ridiculous.
It was
Like,
so funny.
it was amazing. Why?
Yeah.
Why don't we have more like just
We
battles
discussed-
in general?
we discussed that last episode,
No.
Jacob.
But this is this isn't just talking about style. Like they had a map for this battle, an actual map with mechanics, and like so many of them were completely ridiculous. Like the crossbow ball things going all the way around the thing, and it's like. And it's like, did they make them steel balls just so
man.
they could do specifically that, you know, as opposed to having like crossbow bolts? But
I think
like,
so, actually. I think
Yeah.
that was one of the things that kind of made me feel a little bit like, wait, why'd they choose, like, you know,
Yeah.
like kind of like pellets?
I
of
thought it was.
sorts in a way.
I thought they were doing that as a way to basically make it so that Hamon could be fused into him a bit better because they'd just be solid metal, you know. But
possibly.
But no, they had something else in mind.
Yeah. Okay. So,
like they used the fire. They used the horses. They used weapons. They used everything.
Right.
Like,
and they relatively ended the whole thing in one episode, which I'm kind of glad for because that was so crazy.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
I loved particularly the part where Wem had his shock, his moment of just like he had been countered.
He had
by
been Joseph.
His divine sandstorm was JoJo'd, and he said he's going to use some kind of a psychological switchback. It's a switch comeback is what he called it, and he said that athletes will do this. The narrator said this. Athletes will do this to kind of bring themselves back from a negative perspective, kind of fear or despair or whatever.
Right.
And I think I've done something like that before. There was it's basically a little bit more than just positive self-talk, It's kind of that thing.
It's putting some action behind it.
Right, but the thing I did was I just started to basically regulate my breathing to kind of bring me down to a more level kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And then I started doing it as like an intensity thing, and it worked, and I started playing a lot better.
It is a very real thing.
That is a real thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I know that's more focused on breathing, but this is when he decides, no, I'm going to gouge out my eyes.
Like,
what?
Like, I understand, like in The Force Awakens when Kylo Ren starts hitting his wound, Yeah. It's like okay, I get that, right? But no, he decides I'm gonna gouge my eyes out.
Because I am the last airbender.
Yeah, because why not? And with my forehead drill, I'm going to see through the air.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah.
JoJo's, man.
I mean, hey, it intimidates your opponent, sure. But I
think this is one of the fights where I liked the antagonist a lot, but the techniques and stuff were so ridiculous that I might have lost a little bit of the epicness of it because it was so dang funny. It was so funny. And I think it got really epic once Wham or Whamu was starting to feel the loss. Basically, he could feel the loss coming on him, especially when he launched out his forearms with hands out of his own body. I was like, okay,
that was insane.
This is where it gets desperate. And I wanted that to be how they would end the fight, with them actually legitimately just punching, fighting, grappling each other in that respect, with very little extra stuff added on.
But I like that the self-destructs work too.
Yeah, but I like that they had to build up with the weapons as well, because then it makes the moments where they actually get their hands on each other that much more impactful.
Yep. I'm so glad I was able to call that he was throwing the stones to,
totally
to distract him from being able to see the little ball coming back around.
Because in that moment, I completely forgot they were balls for a second. They were cubes.
Oh, yeah?
I literally, or that they were spheres, you know. I literally thought that the arrow was going to do some kind of boomerang effect by what you were talking about. I'm like, but they don't, that's physically impossible. And then it bounced back, and I was like, oh, duh, oh my god.
It's a circular thing. It just
so amazing. The funny thing is playing Ultimate Frisbee, you can do that trick with a Frisbee. You can get it to ride a wall by the spinning motion, and you basically get it to spin, bounce, and it goes, and it just goes along the wall. And because if you get it just right, it doesn't actually lose a lot of momentum by hitting the wall like that. Yeah, you can watch up trick videos online. Look up Ultimate Frisbee trick videos, and you can find stuff like that. You can't do it for as long as that though, but it's very realistic. If you get a good wrist flick into it, you can get the disc spinning exceptionally fast, and you can get it moving over, probably a good 50 to 100 feet.
Oh, wow.
On a curved kind of thing like that.
Cool.
it is pretty legit.
I am so glad though that Joseph was fighting dirty the entire time.
Oh, yes. Right from the beginning, you were like, oh, and now he's going to be the one that cheats. I was like, yeah, of course he is. You're right. That makes perfect
exactly
sense.
what he would do.
Yeah, and then the very beginning, no, and toss some rocks. Oh no, these rocks! What under my wheels? Whatever will I do? And you're thinking like,
I thought he was just going to bring him on and then just throw him at the horses or whatever.
Right. I thought that too, but then we're thinking like, wait a minute. If he's clearing them, I'm like thinking, oh, you can put them behind his wheel for more traction. Logic. No.
He just piles them
in front of his wheels.
And I love that. Okay, I love that they made that, like, little things like that, or like JoJo not being able to pull the crossbow actually happen. Because if you think about, if you get to the point where people can physically like smash walls with their fists, right?
Yep.
Pulling a crossbow string, no matter how like
it's
strong
tough.
it is. Well, I mean, yes.
Most people back in that days had a crank.
Yes, right. Especially when it got to the bigger ones.
Yep.
But the idea that someone who has the ability to smash stone walls with their fists
can't pull a
crossbow, or that crazy souped up vampire horses can't deal with the fact that there's some rocks plugged in front of the wheels, like they wouldn't just go right over to the rocks wouldn't like part or something like that. Like, I think that's so amazing because it's that level of like comic traps. Like, it's not putting a banana peel out in front of them.
Exactly.
But it's close.
Yeah.
Like,
but we're talking all about the little moments and stuff. But you know who was the standout this episode? It's freaking Wamu or Wham. Like, like JoJo was a trickster, yes, but he got so lucky. But this guy just kept going and going.
I love how
going.
He was like, oh yeah, he was thinking like, yeah, I'll let you get the sledgehammer because I know you'll think so small as to go for the massive hammer instead of just breaking off the pillar with the vampire still on the other end of it. Like, like,
oh, that's true. We got to give shout outs to all the stupid vampires in the stands and stuff.
I love that.
Karsama! I'm starting to really appreciate the parts where JoJo's goes full parody.
Oh yeah,
in its own way. Like,
because here's the thing that's crazy. Each one of those was made by a mask. That means they should be on the same level as Dio. But they are being used as servants and, like, commentators. That is beautiful.
It's beautiful. I mean, the little jabs they make here and there are kind of more to inform the audience a little bit here.
Sure, yeah.
But I particularly liked their derpy faces when they were making some of the commentary. It got pretty ridiculous for some of them. But just everything about Whammer Wamu's actual like abilities and things that he would do here kind of felt very like, you know, kind of one of your kind of Mandalorian kind of determination.
Sure,
kind
yes,
of things
yes.
Where he felt like more of the hero and JoJo would be the villain with the trickster kind of thing there. And I like that kind of reversal of sorts because stereotypically, you know, the person taking all the really bad hits like that and being outmaneuvered by someone who uses trickery and
exactly is the lawful good protagonist.
Right. And in this case they made that guy just I mean, no. To be fair, Wham had a lot of tricks as well.
Yes,
and they were very clever. But they when he would lose, when he would have his moment of being like seemingly beaten, he would come back with his raw just physicality and like immovable.
Yep, I love the part where
force
it shows like I think Wham's chariot's been destroyed at this point, but the horses are still going.
Right,
and he's just standing on the horses, all like empirically like showing off his muscles and stuff. Just 1 foot on each horse.
Wait, was that in this episode?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was in a previous one.
No, it was in this one, and they did it. It was like a callback to like when he was on the when they were on the mining cart.
Oh,
just going.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
But I still just love it whenever they do that because
I know that Joseph jumped on a horse though.
Yeah, he jumped on a horse and was like riding a horse, but like Wamu was like standing on like 2 horses at once at one point towards the end of the fight. It was ridiculous.
I hope I didn't black out or something while watching this because I don't remember that.
It was like they only showed it for like a little bit and they didn't make a big deal about his chariot getting destroyed. Or maybe his chariot was still there and it was just behind the horses, but he was standing on the horses themselves for some reason, or I don't know.
Okay.
But
well, hopefully I didn't miss it, guys. Let me know like if I missed it or something like that. I mean, we're rarely if ever going to go to the comments or something like that, but
yeah.
You can let me know. But he might be dead.
Well, yeah.
What happened at the end? What's your theory?
I think, okay, because they didn't show anything after that, I think it might very well be that Cars killed him.
Well, see, that was my
theory. Because
yeah.
It might very well be that because they didn't show any of the aftermath. So that could be basically the twist beginning, for the next episode.
Right. Instead of making it think of like, what will his technique actually be? It's no. Cars stopped him before he could actually do that.
Yeah. Personality-wise, I just hope that's not what it is, because I like the idea of the Pillarmen being just totes bros.
Oh, but no, I think I predicted this, actually, was the idea that Cars is not the strongest Pillarman.
Okay.
And that's why he's trying to become the ultimate being, is he's not trying to be better than just Hamon wielders.
He's trying to surpass the other Pillarmen, too?
He's trying to surpass everything. Like, he's trying to surpass...
Okay.
And my thought was that he feels the pressure of the beings or the forces at work in the universe that are actually stronger than him.
Okay.
So, Wham, for instance, has a technique that he can't actually defend himself against.
Gotcha. It also could be something where it's like maybe he would have been fine, but it would have the collateral damage. Maybe it would have killed Lisa, and he's like, whoa, now, you can't get, you're fighting JoJo and JoJo alone. You can't pull other people into the fight.
That's a cool way to do it.
Like that would be a way to have it stick with Cars' personality.
I'm not predicting the reason why he did
right.
it. I'm just predicting that he
that Cars was the one that did it. Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe he didn't actually kill him. Maybe
we'll
just see that he broke his spine or something like that, and he's just paralyzed there, and he's like, we will give you a warrior's death. And the vampires all like take him on a train of crowd surfing him out of the area, and they have a proper like Viking funeral procession or whatever, and Lisa and Cars fight while JoJo is just like
they actually have an in-between episode where it's Wamu's funeral.
Yes.
And they're all just looking on. Cars, Lisa with her sunglasses, and JoJo like just not taking it seriously at all. I could see
and
that.
Then Joseph's like, so Cars, when you killed Wamu, the sounded a lot like, grabs Lisa's glasses, wham! He's like, yeah!
or he could say, Cars, you technically violated the terms of the agreement. So now, because you interfered in that fight, you have to fight me and Lisa both together.
I don't know, maybe he would appreciate that. Maybe he would just at that point cheat the whole thing and grab the stone and,
Right.
make his way off. Yeah. But yeah, I think we're winding up close to the end now.
I think we are.
There's not really much more, big stuff that can happen other than the fights and
Lisa dying.
And Lisa dying,
but
and
she
the
hasn't died yet.
Being utilized in a crazy way, and some kind of wrap up.
I get the feeling the vampires that are there are basically just going to be the collateral damage to show how awesome the moves are that are used in future times. Just so that things will happen and you'll just see like vampires getting splattered.
We casually see another vampire that looks like
it has the bottle of wine and the towel on its arm.
Well, no, it just really looks like Dio or something, and it's like Dio like actually did survive, and then just some new person comes along and just goes and like head stomps on it. It's like, so yeah, moving on. Anyways, guys, this is a lot of fun. If you want to see the next JoJo's reaction, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access. Which also comes with Discord access where you can chat with us and stuff. And yeah, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.